modify or delete an existing table, select the database that contains it by clicking on the database name in the left column. A listing of all the tables in the database will appear, with several options under the Action heading. If we click the Browse button, we can browse through all the data in our table. Since we have no data, an empty result set message appears at the top. It's not a good practice to press the back button in PhpMyAdmin. To navigate back to the table administration area, click the database name again. This takes you right back to the beginning. To modify the structure of our database, click Structure. A listing of all our columns appears. We can delete a column by clicking the Drop button. We can change the structure of a column by clicking the Change button. Once you're finished making your changes, always remember to press the Save button. Otherwise, your changes will not be saved. We can run a search in our database by pressing the Search button. On this page that loads, you can input the search text into the value field. Make sure to select the appropriate search operator. So for example, if you're looking for a first name that matches the name Ted Smith, you would choose the like operator and enter the value corresponding to the first name column. If you're looking for an ID that matches a specific value, you would select the equals operator and enter the value in the adjacent text field. Once you've determined your search criteria, you simply press Go and it'll conduct the search for you. We can insert data into our database by clicking the Insert button. To insert a record, enter the data and we would click Go. Now remember, we don't have to insert anything in the ID field because that value is automatically assigned. Remember, it's an auto-incrementing number, which is our primary key. And the last column, date, we don't have to enter anything either because it's going to automatically record the time this record was created. So I'll go ahead and click Go. Now to see our new record, click the Browse button. We can see our table now has one record, first name Ted, last name Smith, the email. The ID was assigned a value of 2. Now this is because I had a record in here previously and I deleted it. So it increments from that point forward. So since I already had a record, its ID was 1, I deleted it, so it created this record with an ID of 2. The next record would be 3 and 4 and so on. The date was automatically timestamped in the date column. The last two options here are empty and drop. The empty button will empty all the data in the table. The drop button will permanently delete the entire table. So be careful with these options.